Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And we are at the Wonders of Thetis shop. Thetis? We're buying this. It was a Tevinter Mage Robes that I was eyeing up earlier. I went around to like all of the stores off camera. Like, all of them. And I kind of made a list of like some of the big ticket purchases. And just trying to decide like what's the best bang for our buck, what all do I want to get for upgrades. I'm going to upgrade both of our mage's robes.
You're back. You need something?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
your special stock. So the special stock here, the robes we're going to get for Win, is just a strict upgrade in every sense of the word. So it seems natural. So we'll go ahead and equip these as soon as I can, figure out how the controls work. 77 episodes in, you'd think I'd be kind of used to it. I'm still not used to navigating around in the menu. Sometimes I hit the right triggers when I'm supposed to hit the right bumpers, and yeah. Or sometimes I hit one of the bumpers or triggers, and I'm just supposed to press like left or right. Yeah, I don't get it right. So we're gonna get these mage robes. We still have a ton of gold left. And there's one other piece I'm gonna buy right now, but it's in Orzammar. But first we're gonna go and talk to Filda here. Let her know about her son.
I didn't expect you back so soon. Have you been to the Deep Roads already?
Well, it's been quite a while since I last talked to you, but yes. We can lie and say we never found anything.
What is it?
But I'm
Is he dead?
not going to lie to her.
Please don't torment me.
Like I said, she wants... I only have one choice here. Then why is this even a choice?
Crazy. Oh, ancestors, save him. I've heard of this. Lost soldiers turning on each other, eating darkspawn flesh. Is that what happened to my boy? Why didn't you bring him home?
He didn't want to. Yeah, that's the truth.
Such a good boy. Still thinking of me after all he's been through. I have to go to him. He needs me. Oh, he must be so frightened out there, so lonely. I thank you for what you've done. Even if you couldn't be bothered with more. Take this. It's my husband's masterwork, the first shield he smithed. I was saving it for Ruck, but I want you to have it. As my thanks.
Even if I couldn't be bothered with more. Well, it says quest completed. We got a shield. Let's take a look at the shield. Ah, there we go. Ruck's shield. That is kind of junk. Do I even have to really compare here? Yeah, it's junk. Well, to the merchant it will go. So the way she was talking, it made it sound like there was a different way to go about that quest. I don't know what it would have been. Maybe if we did more exploring, we could have found someone that could have cured him. I don't know.
Right.
We're not getting that dagger. Well, number one, we don't have the funds for it, but we're actually going to get this Life Giver. Look at this, plus 10 Constitution, plus 6 health regeneration in combat, plus 3 armor, or was that plus 4 armor? I don't know. That is a ridiculous amount of buffs. And I think it's going to give us the best bang for our buck here. That's what I'm always going with. The ones that were going to cost more. I was also looking at like one of the staffs for one of the mages, which seemed pretty decent. And I was looking at... actually, I might still be able to buy that armor for Alistair if I want to buy the Knight Commander's armor, because that was like 27 gold. But I think I'm going to hold off on that. But yeah, Alistair... That ring just seems absolutely amazing for a tank. Look at all that. Plus 20% to healing effects, plus 3 armor. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see what it takes to kill Alistair. I'll just put it that way. Not that, Dragon Age isn't capable of making that happen, because, well, you've seen some of the battles in this series where we're just, like, suddenly dead in 10 seconds. Oh, and I have this new belt here. I don't think I even bought that. I think it's just something I picked up. I guess I'm not using it. I think it was just something I picked up that I hadn't thrown away yet. And we're going to sell the rest of our junk inventory before we head back to the Deep Roads. There we go. So we have like just under half our inventory space. And while we're still here, we have another side quest to turn in. That one for, what was it, Orta. We found those papers of the Orton Tig. Whatever, the papers that the librarian sent us to search for. So yeah, with these, even though we only upgraded like a few pieces of equipment, 2 robe mages and the ring for Alistair, I think we're going to see quite a big impact. Paralyzing Orzammar's military. I'm trying to get your military up and running. Excuse me. Okay, these are more Balin supporters. They're not going to last long when we paralyze them. But if we miss all of our attacks... Get behind him, stab. There you go.
Excellent.
Like the knife. The knife looked okay. But the knife did not seem very impressive for the amount of gold we would have had to pay for it. Same with some of the other equipment that I was finding. And I think the one that got me most excited was actually that ring. Not just because it was kind of on the cheaper side of those big ticket items, but it just felt like it did so much more. Especially for the tank role that Alistair has. Alright, we can turn this quest into Orta.
I started to worry. I didn't know if you were ever coming back. Did you find any records? Any sign of the old Orton Tig?
Tig, that's how you say that word. I'll forget about it by the next episode.
You found them? Let me see. That's my great-grandmother's name. And her husband. Oh, great ancestors, it's them! It's me! I am an Orton. Oh, thank you. I have to take these to the assembly right away. Find me there. Once these are acknowledged, I'll give you any reward.
Any reward, huh? Okay, then we're going to take the approach of let's try to get as much as we can from her. Well, the quest is updated, so we have to go back to the assembly. Oh, and this is where I'm going to stumble into completing another quest. Because apparently there was... Remember that Key to the City quest where we had to, like, get access to the assembly or something? Yeah, we can actually finish that. I don't know what actually triggered it to finish. Or how, or what, or why. But you'll see once I finish talking to her.
After the old Orton house, they gave our seat back. And the records show which houses still owe House Orton money. One day, I will be able to properly thank you for all you've done for me.
Oh. Support Harrowmont, support Balin. Your happiness is money.
And I don't know what treasure is left, but whatever I get, you can have as much as you want. I'll have to find someone willing to look. Maybe a whole expedition.
I'm willing to look.
If the Tig is still there, it must have something. House Orton will not forget this kindness. Didn't that sound official?
But for right now, she's giving us 5 gold. So that makes me happy. I mean, I could have asked her to support one person or the other. We get this key to the city. And that completed the quest. And that just completely confused past gameplay me. So while I'm looking through that... Oh, also, do pay attention for the key to the city. Do I show it on here?
They're opening rooms for us on the old Orton estate.
No, not here. I will in a moment.
Warden, I'm afraid the Assembly is still locked in debate. What can I do for you?
But I didn't want to just say, oh, hey, support Harriman or Balin, because
At this point, there's
honestly,
stone for
I don't
stone.
think it's
wouldn't put
really
any
going
coin on
to
the
matter in terms of the
It's
main
still up in the
plot
air,
if
though.
you had selected
One big
one of those
surprise,
two
and it could go either
options,
way.
asking her to support one person or the other. I don't think that's going to change the outcome of what we're doing here. I could be wrong, but I highly doubt it. So that's why I just went with the, hey, give me money option.
News of the
And I don't
hour.
know if we can get
Lord
more
Harrowmont.
or not. So anyways, I got us back to the place we left off in the Orton Tig. And I'm like, what's this key to the city? So I went looking for it in my inventory. It's a ring that adds +2 to all our attributes. Among whatever the other thing was. I'm like, yeah, that's really good. That's basically like the helmet that Alistair's wearing. Hey, I wanted to go back here to see if Filda came back.
No! Rock will not listen. Rock will not remember.
Or if Filda came to look after him. Look for him.
Then I have done what you wished. Rock answered your questions.
I mean, I can still kill him. But there's no point to that.
Oh,
And he still seems to be at least somewhat mentally competent. Like, we can still reason with him and such. So, and he's not attacking us or anything. So I literally have no reason to kill him. Not like Gen TV, who our characters were like, oh, don't throw giant rocks at me because it will have the Urn of Sacred Ashes, you know, come along all over the place. Yeah, this battle's not going to go well already. I told you guys. I told you last time there was going to be this huge, massive battle when we tried to cross this bridge. I mean, it was kind of obvious, but still. Let me just be happy I predicted something correctly. And more spirits. Put them to sleep that way. And then we get behind him and stab him. Oh, that's annoying. Can I rip your toes off? I can't rip the toes off of a Forgotten Spirit. Those annoying golems. I don't want to be next to a golem that's, you know, doing all of that to me. Yes, thank you, Alistair. I'm not good at dealing with golems, so I'll let the rest of my team do that, and I'll go stab these other spirits. No, you don't. G3 finish that golem yet? No? Okay, I'll join in now. There we go. I join in and get the final kill shot. You can tell because I got the experience over my head. It's not that my other party members aren't going to get experience from it. They get like 3 or 4 less experience than what appears over my head. So when they kill an enemy, they get, you know, that amount of experience, but everyone else gets the same amount, but just 3 less. It's a very insignificant amount. But I just found it amusing that I just kind of swoop in and kill the golem right at the end after everyone else does all the work. So, yeah. Oh, I was testing the dagger thing. That new dagger we got that had like the plus damage but didn't have the critical backstab chance increase.
Success.
And I think that I've been seeing lower damage output from the enemies we've been fighting. So I'm going to go back to our backstab chance bonus there. And that one super expensive knife in Orzammar, that did have like, was it plus 30% critical backstab damage? So that'd be pretty good. Like I said, I think that knife is actually a lot better than what my first impressions are leading me to believe. But I'm not upset whatsoever about getting that ring for Alistair. Okay, I come back over. This is just the same side we've been on. There's nothing else over here, right? This is me just, wanting to make sure that I explored everything. Especially since that one spot in the Deep Roads that I went back to. How did momentum get turned off? That one spot in the Deep Roads we went back to, and I like ran by it, and then there was like some other couple minor treasures that I missed somehow. More spiders. Of course. Where are you going? Into the ceiling where you vanish. They're all going. That's not a good sign. Honestly, I believe those things are just like semi-cutscenes. Like, obviously we can still move around and have control and all that, but I don't think they're like actual enemies you can interact with or anything. They're just kind of there doing their thing to add atmosphere. I don't even think they're actual enemies, because they didn't come up as enemies. Now that is a very worrisome sign, so we're going to drop a save. I know I'm feeling more confident with my new armor and rings, but not that confident, especially when we got spiders.
Yes.
And we have that annoying web cat. I think my strategy with dealing with these spiders is just going to be, I have to kill them, just try to kill one very quickly. That way there's less spiders to do their webs. I mean, it's kind of my strategy for battles in general, just keep killing things. But more like, instead of just trying to pick off specific spiders, just go after the one that's nearest me and just kind of go all out on them. Oh, by the way, Morrigan's outfit does not look nearly like something that would fit her personality. But whatever. I'm so used to her wearing her previous... I mean, the game says they're robes, but it was very revealing. Those things, those robe thing, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. And look at that. That doesn't. It doesn't really look like Morrigan. Oh well. This is where sometimes I wish in these games, like, okay, sometimes it's really cool that the equipment can change your appearance. And we saw this in Dragon Quest XI too, where you equip certain characters with certain things and it would change their appearance, like, as you're walking around and everything. And it's okay. But in general, I would prefer if they would just stay at their default, with their default looks. I mean, Wynn's outfit didn't really change much. It changed like the color of her robe, but she was still like the same type of outfit and everything. Morrigan just like completely changed. I almost can't take her personality seriously anymore. We're about to have a big battle, by the way. So we should maybe focus on this. Well, I'm doing post-commentary, so we'll let past gameplay me do the focusing. So yeah, here's my strategy of there's a spider, kill it. There's a spider, kill it. Yep, it is your time to die. There's this closest spider, just start killing it before it starts doing web things. Looks like they want to team up on Alistair, which is kind of rude. Come on, kill the spider. Oh, it turned on me. Oh, there's a Darkspawn mage over here. And now there's not. And Alistair has an injury. Oh yeah, because I think he died in that fight, because, you know, for whatever reason the mage just didn't want to heal him in time. That annoyed me. And boss time! It is the poisonous spider queen or matriarch. Either way, not something that I really want to deal with. Take out her minions first, and so this, oh, corrupted spider queen. So I'm guessing corrupted kind of means that they were, I remember to use Mark for Death. Or I'm at least attempting to use Mark for Death. Mark for Death. There, take additional damage. Oh, you can just web my entire team regardless of where all are standing. Yeah, see, I feel like I'm doing more damage with my knife that has the plus 15%, is it 10 or 15% critical backstab damage? Oh. Stab that spider. So yeah, this corrupted spider queen, or the corrupted spiders, I feel like they've been eating Darkspawn blood, and that's why they're saying corrupted. So I guess they're like half Darkspawn. Closest thing we're gonna get to Darkspawn spider. But the Darkspawn have been fighting these things. Well, yeah, that's how they ended up corrupted. They were fighting with the Darkspawn, and the spiders have been eating them. Okay. So what you have to do is, like, wait for this corrupted spider queen to drop down. Why are all my people, like, taking additional damage? It's annoying. Okay, come on, people. Like, kill this thing. It's right there. Well, we killed it. What do you have for us? A new axe that's actually not terrible. Damage, dexterity. It has like better armor penetration and better critical chance. Damage output is slightly low. Now, see, here's the thing I don't get. Will the armor penetration be better off than having the higher damage number? I feel like the answer to that question is yes. So we're going to give Alistair that axe. So now he'll have an axe to grind. Not that I really pay much attention to Alistair's damage output, because I don't... Like I said, he's a tank, so, you know, obviously he's doing damage by swinging his sword and whatnot. I don't really care how much damage I mean, I do. I want him to do the most damage possible. But this has other buffs, too. Spirit resistance. Extra damage against Darkspawn. Yeah, we'll take it. I'm sure he'll make good use of it. But we're not going to send his other sword off to junk yet. Yeah, look at that. Like, it's like this bright orange tint. That's so silly looking. It almost looks like, it looks really ridiculous. Glad I'm not the one that has to wear that. Morgan does.
Over with.
Alright, so here we have Bronca's journal. Alright, so I found evidence that the Anvil of the Void was in the Dead Trenches. Of course, because it wouldn't be that easy. Dead Trenches are crawling with Darkspawn. Okay, so Oghren. I wonder if you get like a special scene if you have Oghren here with you when you check this out. This is her farewell. Alright, quest updated. So now we have to go to the Dead Trenches.
Done, naturally.
I knew this was going to be a big wild chase. So the Dead Trenches, what it sounds like... Now, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm always like constantly spoiling things for you guys. So if you don't know, you're going to have to wait to find out what the Dead Trenches are. Meanwhile, I have to find out where exactly I'm supposed to be going. Oh, and I want to make sure I got everything in here. I think we got all the main stuff. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so we're going to mosey on over this way. And, oh, this will take us to the Dead Trenches. Well, we'll do that next time.